Okay, so you're scrolling through YouTube, right? And you see all these channels, and maybe you think, could I do that? But then, the thought of cameras, mics, editing, it's a lot. What if, though? What if you could build a profitable YouTube channel, like right now in 2025, without ever showing your face? Or even recording your own voice? Does that sound, well, almost too easy?
It does sound a bit like sci-fi, doesn't it? But honestly, the advances in AI, especially just recently, have made this a totally real thing. It's this whole model people are calling faceless YouTube automation.
Yeah.
And it's genuinely changing the game for who can be a creator.
Faceless YouTube automation. Okay, unpack that a bit. What are we actually talking about here? Like, day to day?
Think of yourself more as a media entrepreneur than a traditional YouTuber. You're the strategist, the one pulling the strings.
Hmm.
You use AI tools, maybe some freelancers, to handle pretty much the whole workflow, researching topics, writing scripts.
AI writes the scripts.
Yeah, or at least drafts them. Then AI for voiceovers, super realistic ones now. AI can even help assemble the video using stock footage or animations, designing thumbnails, scheduling uploads, even SEO. It can all be streamlined.
So you're managing the system, not necessarily like starring in the show.
Exactly, you're building a media asset.
Okay, that's definitely intriguing. So why now? Why is 2025 the moment this really takes off? What specific tech makes this possible?
It's the maturity of the AI tools,
Hmm.
really. For scripts, you've got things like ChatGPT, Jasper AI. They can generate pretty decent drafts fast.
Faster than staring at a blank page, I bet.
Oh, absolutely. And voiceovers. Tools like ElevenLabs were frankly mind-blowing. They sound incredibly human. Murph AI is another popular one.
Right.
Then for actually making the video from the script, platforms like Pictory or Synthesia, even in video, they can automate pulling together visuals, stock clips, animations, you name it.
And thumbnails, those clickbaity images.
Yeah, those. Canva's great. And AI image generators like Midjourney can create unique stuff. And don't forget the back-end TubeBuddy, vidIQ for scheduling and optimizing.
Even SEO, finding the right keywords and stuff.
Yep. ChatGPT can help with titles, descriptions, keywords. Tools like Morning Fame are specifically for YouTube SEO too. It turns hours of work into, well, maybe minutes for some tasks.
Wow, so the tech hurdles are just lower now.
Much lower. It lets you focus on strategy. Plus, YouTube's algorithm still loves watch time. And shorts are a huge growth engine right now for new channels, even faceless ones.
Okay, the tech is there, YouTube's environment seems receptive. Let's get down to brass tacks, the money. How do these faceless channels actually generate income?
Right, the monetization. Several ways, actually. The most obvious is YouTube's own partner program ads. You need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours in a year.
Got it. Standard YouTube rules.
Yep. And the payout, the CPM, varies wildly. Could be $2 per 1,000 views, could be $30 plus in like finance niches. Depends on your audience.
Okay, ads are one thing. What else?
Affiliate marketing is huge. You recommend products, Amazon stuff, software, whatever fits your niche, and put your link in the description. Someone buys, you get a cut.
Makes sense. Passive income potential there.
Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
You still need good content driving clicks. Then there are sponsorships. Brands might pay you to mention their product.
Even on smaller channels, like not millions of subs.
Oh, yeah. Even around 10,000 subscribers, if your audience is engaged in a specific niche, you could maybe get $100, maybe up to $500 for a sponsorship mention.
Interesting. So you don't need to be a megastar. Are there other ways?
Definitely. Selling your own digital products. Think Notion templates, ebooks, maybe a mini course, no face needed, just value.
Oh, I like that. More control.
Exactly. Plus, there's the YouTube Shorts Fund bonuses for popular shorts. And Super Thanks, where viewers can tip you directly.
Tipping. Okay.
And some people get really entrepreneurial. They build up a channel specifically to sell it later that's channel flipping. Or even licensing good evergreen videos to news sites or blogs.
Licensing. Huh? Didn't think of that.
Yeah, lots of angles. But it's scalable income, not purely passive. You got to manage it.
Right. Okay, let's quickly recap that toolkit. We've got ChatGPT Jasper for scripts,
ElevenLabs or Murph for voice.
Pictory, Synthesia, InVideo for the actual video creation.
Yep. Canva, Midjourney for thumbnails.
TubeBuddy, vidIQ for scheduling optimization.
And Morning Fame or ChatGPT, again, for that SEO metadata. That's the core stack.
Seems pretty comprehensive.
And a smart move is maybe automating, say, 80% with these tools, then maybe outsourcing tricky bits like complex editing if needed to a freelancer on Fiverr or Upwork.
Yeah.
Speeds things up.
Okay, makes sense. Hybrid approach. So with all this power, what kind of channels work best for this? Are there specific niches that are just naturals for faceless content?
Yeah, some definitely lend themselves better to it. Luxury lifestyle channels showing off fancy stuff, travel spots. You don't need to be in the shot.
True, just need the nice footage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Motivational channels too. Inspiring audio, stock visuals, crypto and investing explainers, lots of screen shares, graphics.
Yak reviews.
Tech and gadgets, definitely. Product shots, voiceover. Digital marketing tips often work well facelessly. Documentaries, obviously. Explainer videos breaking down complex stuff.
Like science or history.
Totally. And even health and wellness tips, if done with animations or, calming stock footage rather than a person demonstrating.
That's quite a range. How do you pick, though? How do you know if a niche has potential, especially for making money?
Ah, good question. Crucial step. Pro tip. Use tools like Uber Suggest or TubeBuddy's Keyword Explorer. You want to find topics with high search volume. People are actually looking for this stuff.
Or high demand.
But ideally, low competition, so you stand a chance of ranking.
Yeah.
And look at the potential CPM. Some topics just pay advertisers better, meaning more ad revenue for you. High search, low competition, good CPM. That's the sweet spot.
Got it. Do your homework on the niche first. So you've got the tools, the monetization, the niches. How do people find these videos, especially with like Google and Bing using AI in search now?
Yeah, that's a really important layer now. Your YouTube videos can show up in AI search results like Bing Copilot or Google's SGE. So you need to optimize for that too, not just YouTube search.
How do you do that? Is it different?
A bit. Using questions as video titles helps a lot because that's how people often ask AI things.
How do I or what is type titles?
Exactly. Adding timestamps in your video description is huge. It helps the AI pinpoint answers within your video, really detailed descriptions, obviously. Uploading a transcript file is great for accessibility and gives the AI more text to analyze.
Okay, transcripts. Good one.
Posting consistently tells the algorithms you're reliable. And engaging with comments, responding to people, signals relevance. It's about being clear, relevant, and consistent for these AI systems.
Right. Feeding the AI what it needs to understand your content's value. So
Okay.
someone does all this. They pick a niche, use the tools, optimize. What's a realistic income goal? Can you give us like a hypothetical?
Sure. Let's paint a picture. So you build a channel, get it to 10,000 subscribers, and it's pulling in around 100,000 views a month. Not astronomical, but solid.
Okay, 10K subs, 100K views a month.
If your niche has, let's say, an average $5 CPM, $5 per 1,000 views, that's about $500 a month just from ads.
Right. 105. Makes sense.
Then maybe you've got some decent affiliate links in your descriptions. Could realistically bring in another, say, $300 a month?
Plausible.
And maybe you created a simple ebook or template people buy. Perhaps another $200 a month from that.
Okay.
And at 10K subs, you might land 1 or 2 small sponsorships a month. Let's say that adds up to $500 total.
So add that all up. $500 plus $300 plus $200 plus $500, that's $1,500 a month.
Exactly. Around $1,500 a month from one channel that you're not even appearing in. And the beauty is scalability.
Ah, right. Run more than one.
Why not get one system running smoothly, then maybe start another in a different niche? Manage, say, 3 to 5 channels like this. You could potentially be looking at $5,000 plus per month. Still work, but very leveraged work.
Yeah, that's definitely appealing. Okay, for anyone listening who's thinking, all right, I want to try this, what do they actually need to get started? Cut through the noise.
Good question. Let's be clear what you don't need. No fancy camera, no pro microphone, no years of editing skills needed up front.
Hey, remove some barriers right there.
What you do need, pretty simple. A Gmail account, so you can set up a YouTube channel. That's free.
Heck.
You probably need a small budget for tools or maybe occasional freelancers. Maybe $50 to $100 a month, somewhere in that ballpark. Depends on the tools you choose.
Manageable for a side hustle.
And realistically, you need time, especially at the start. Probably budget around 10 hours a week for planning, managing the AI, overseeing things, learning.
So it's not zero effort. There's a grind phase.
Oh, for sure. You have to set up the systems, figure out your workflow, get the content flywheel spinning. But the goal is to build something that, once established, can kind of run like clockwork with you just managing it.
Okay, so it requires commitment, but not necessarily traditional creator skills or equipment. Who is this really for then? Who's the ideal person to jump on this?
It's actually quite broad. Think about someone working a 9 to 5. This could be a fantastic side project, a second income stream built in the evenings or weekends.
Right, without needing to become an influencer.
Exactly. Or maybe students. They often have a bit more time flexibility to learn the tools and processes. Could be a great way to build skills and earn.
Good point.
Agencies could use this model to offer new services to clients, faceless video content creation. Business owners, too, who want to build authority or generate leads in their niche, but, hate being on camera.
Yeah, I know a few of those.
And just generally creative people who have ideas, knowledge to share, but just don't want the personal visibility, the whole influencer lifestyle. This gives them a different lane.
A way to create and share without the spotlight. Makes a lot of sense. All right, as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the single biggest takeaway you want people to remember about faceless YouTube automation in 2025?
I think the main thing is, this is real. It's not some theoretical idea anymore. Thanks to AI, building a profitable YouTube channel without showing your face is a practical, relatively low-risk business model today. It takes systems, it takes strategy, and yeah, it takes consistency. But the path is clearer than it's ever been.
So the message really is maybe 2025 is the year to stop just consuming content.
And start building with these AI tools. Seriously, think about it. Forget just watching YouTube videos. Consider how this model could fit your own goals, whether it's learning something new or building a new income stream. Explore the tools we mentioned. Think about the niches. The potential is definitely there for the taking.